As a product manager, you really want to focus on what are the requests, how do you prioritize them, how do you collaborate with everybody, engineering and UI testing and designers, and come up with the best product. You don't want to spend most of your time on communicating to the rest of the org on what you're doing, or trying to get their buy-in on why you're doing something. A lot of our energy is spent on convincing other people why your product deserves to be in their spot, or deserves to get some of the resources from the development. So now, these days, there are so many tools to help you automate that. And, with a little bit of time and investment spent into enabling, your work. We all have to work in Jira. We all have to work in certain environments, but going beyond that and setting up your world so that you can minimize the noise and minimize the manual spreadsheets and presentations and updates, and justifying why you're doing what you're doing, but also having visibility into understanding what other parts of your company are working on and why, right? Looking at the full platform across all of it really helps focus on the right things and build the expertise and the in-person connections with the right people across your company that you need. So sorry, that was a 2-minute version of.
You summarized it well, touched on all the key points. Swati has a follow-up to that. So how do you minimize it?
So this is why I joined Dragonboat. And, there are, depending on your needs, if you're, most of us work in Jira and we'll have to, that's the reality of life.
I think that's the future of it. Like whatever happened to Rally and Caliber.
There will be, a tool like that you absolutely have to be part of, and most of us are with Jira. But, to me, looking at Dragonboat as a tool to leverage what you're already doing in Jira and import it and marry it with a much bigger picture. So you can still work on your roadmap, on your priorities, update, if there are shifts in strategy or escalations, or, whatever's going on, you can do that in Jira or in Dragonboat, but you can use tools like Dragonboat to really enhance that visibility to the rest of your org across different platforms, to your management, to your stakeholders, to whoever is sending in requests, can see where those requests are. And you can then use that time for all the other important things that product managers need to do and focus on.
Yeah, I think personally, Dragonboat has been my go-to, even though Jira has it, and there are a lot of other tools out there. Dragonboat is my go-to to see overall progress on a product by a fixed version, by a stage, and overall. Like I have a portfolio of products. And, sometimes it's really hard because the way I've done it is I've said, okay, a fixed version doesn't care which product is going in. It cares about the amount of features that are your minimum sellable product or your minimum viable, as people will call it. And so I draw a line, and maybe a fixed version of 0.2 only has a sprint worth of work with 2 components, and we throw them out in prod, and there it went. But that one set of components that we just threw out, that widget or that function, is actually a part of the alpha or the beta of something else under a product suite. And when I'm in Dragonboat, that's how I see it. And I like to see when, you know, the automation from Jira, the guys completes the sprint, right? And everything is going done, 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 done. And I get that one notification that says, phase has changed for your epic, right? And so now I know I'm meeting my objective of penetrating the market and growing my customer base.
And that's how we can get you out of your spreadsheets.
Oh, okay. To be completely fair, I had to share my spreadsheet with Becky because I was like, years ago, Becky, I have this spreadsheet and here's how I do things. So Becky pulled me out of the spreadsheet. It is very true.